It's that time of year. I just want to be snuggled up with a cat. You know what I'm saying? Hey everybody, it's Kate. Welcome back to the channel. If you're looking to get on track with your finances as the end of the year approaches, you are in the right place. I've got a lot to talk about this week. I've got some notes here, so please ignore the frizz because it is raining outside and it just curly hair don't care. All right, so I'm prepping my finances for 2026, including opening a brokerage account, budgeting early for Christmas, and breaking down my plan for October, November, and December, the final quarter, so I can end 2025 strong and go into the new year with confidence. I'm hoping that this video will help inspire you to set the tone for next year already. It's the final quarter, and if you know me, you know I love thinking in quarters. The final countdown, it is on, and let me tell you what's going on, because the last 3 months can kind of make or break your year, right? If you've worked so hard and then you blow it on the holidays, or you just kind of throw in the towel at the end, that's not gonna help us, okay? And we are in the K Squad, we are focused, and we wanna make sure our next year is kicked off in the best possible way. So, big update, right? The first thing I did recently was I opened a brokerage account with Fidelity. So, this has been on my financial to-do list for, I'm embarrassed to say how long, and I'm proud to say I finally stopped procrastinating and took the leap. So, some of you are like, Kate, what is a brokerage account? Let's talk about it. A brokerage account is a type of investment account that you open with a financial firm, a brokerage. I chose Fidelity. There's also like Vanguard, which I also hear great things, that allows you to buy and sell investments like stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and more. So specifically, this is what I did. Now, please know again, this is not financial advice. I don't give it financial advice as far as stocks, investing, index funds, all that stuff. But I will just tell you what I did, me personally, what I did. I opened up a brokerage account with Fidelity. Why Fidelity? Why did I pick Fidelity? My Roth IRA is also with Fidelity, so I have been a happy customer of theirs for a bit, so I chose Fidelity. And I opened it up, and I started with $1,000. I invested $1,000, and I invested it specifically into FSKAX, which is the Fidelity Total Market Index Fund. Sorry, Slate's just crying. You okay, baby? So I'm sticking with index funds to start on this. I want to see how it goes. I'm not trying to time the market. I'm not trying to get rich quick. I just want to build long-term wealth with consistency. And if you know anything about me, again, consistency to me is the winner in financial life. If you stay consistent with some, good decisions. And so far, just so you know, it's the end of September right now. I put in 1,000, it's got like 1,040 in it. So it's grown $40. It's like 4%, which I think, is great. Again, this is the first month. We're not even at the full month at this point. But you could also get 4% if you had like a high yield savings account. That's usually 4 or 5%. So depends on how you want to do this. But have you guys ever read The Simple Path to Wealth? Let me get it really quick. Okay, now one of you actually mailed me this. And I cannot remember because this was years ago. If you remember, you were the person that sent me this. You are amazing, okay? Because it was The Simple Path to Wealth by J.L. Collins. And the foreword is by the one and only Mr. Money Mustache, who I love. Mr. Money Mustache, if you don't know about him, you should Google him. You should look at his website. He was one of he didn't invent the FIRE movement, but he was one of the people that really believed in the FIRE movement, which is financial independence, retire early. the point of me telling you this is this book, I think, has got what you need. And the very beginning says right at the beginning, here are a few key guidelines to consider. And if you, like, this is it, ready? Spend less than you earn, invest the surplus, avoid debt. Do simply this and you'll wind up rich, not just in money. And I think about this a lot. And you guys know that my big thing is I'm trying to pay off my last debt, which is my home, my mortgage, and then I will be completely debt-free. And I kind of struggle sometimes with the whole debate about should I pay off the house, because there's a lot of benefits to that, or should I take that money, invest, because my interest rate is 3.25. And usually if it's under or even 4 or 5%, like you could probably do a little bit better with investing. Like I'm saying, like right now, that's only been a month. It's at 4%-ish. If it could be plus that, my interest is 3.25. You see what I'm saying here? Should I invest it? And a lot of people will just say, you should invest it. Your interest rate is so low on the house. Don't worry about that. But I do worry about that. I don't want that mortgage anymore. I don't want it. I don't want it at all. And in fact, Mr. J.L. Collins says, carrying debt is as appealing as being covered with leeches and has much the same effect. Take out your sharpest knife and start scraping the little bloodsuckers off. There's so many important nuggets in this book, but the point being, I opened a brokerage account. And if you don't have any investments going on, it might be time to start thinking about it, especially going into this new year. All right, the next thing, let's move out of that. Budgeting for Christmas early. Budgeting early for Christmas is a game changer. Now, some of you might be like, Kate, it's September. I started way months ago. Great, awesome. But if you haven't, start now, okay? So what I do to make sure that 2026 is not gonna be a nightmare coming out of 2025, I make a full list of who I need to buy for, okay? So I have a spreadsheet. Of course I have a spreadsheet. I love a spreadsheet. Just Google Sheets. And I write everybody that I am intending to get something for. And that might even be something really little, even writing out a card. Whatever. I do, my family, everyone I spend Christmas with. I do my co-workers, my son's coaches or teachers, like all the people that I want to remember to thank at the holiday. Anyone that provides a service for you in any way, all the people that I want to remember. And I make a spreadsheet and just write, just so you don't forget, because there might be a lot of people in your life and you want to acknowledge them, right? Doesn't have to be a gift per se, but if you are, depending on what you're doing, you want to have a spreadsheet. I track every single gift I buy so that I don't go over budget. Like I set a budget and I make sure everything stays within range. And or again, if you guys go over somewhere, you've got to go less somewhere else. It's all about balancing, right? There's things that you can do too, of course, some people are big into DIY gifts. That is not my thing. I'll be really honest. I don't want to make things for people that, first of all, I'm not that creative in that way. I'm creative with choreography. I can make videos. There's other ways I'm creative, but making like tangible things, not so much. So that's not my strong suit. But there are some people, like my mother can cross stitch. She's cross-stitched ornaments. She's cross-stitched towels. She's cross-stitched beautiful things. So if you are a DIY person, amazing. And the other thing that I like to do is I do use credit cards. I know some people are anti-credit card, but I do use a credit card and I save up those reward points and I cash those in for gifts, usually for gift cards, right? And I feel like making a plan early is going to help so much, because then you're not going over budget. You're not wondering, do I have this money? You've planned it out. And if you watch my channel, you know we track every dollar. So we know where all the money's going and we're not going to stress later. No guilt, no stress. All right. Let's talk about the breakdown of the final quarter, right? We've got October, November, December. Here's like kind of a light mapping out of what I'm doing so that I can set myself up for success mentally and then execute, right? Okay, so the first thing is October's gonna be like a reset, almost like a financial deep clean, if you will. I'm going to reassess my budget as I do every month. That's nothing new. I do that every single month. I do a unique monthly budget, right? I'm going to also take that a step further and declutter some things in October that need to be decluttered, because before the holiday chaos begins, I want to make room. I want to make room for new things. I want to get rid of the old. I want to get rid of the things that are no longer serving me. I want to donate the things that someone else could use. I'm going to do like a little declutter for this reset. I'm also going to just take a inventory of my spending habits. Is there anywhere that got a little bit, higher than I want it to be? And start thinking about my goals for 2026, right? I'm going to start doing that. The other thing that I like to do is I like to make a little Christmas list, possibly for my family, because sometimes my mom, doesn't like wait. She starts shopping early, like many of you do. And there's a couple things that I would like to have on my list. So if they say, Kate, is there anything you're looking to do? If you want me to do a video on things that I could use going forward, because I don't shop a lot, let me know, because I've got a little list going. If you want to know my Christmas list, let me know. All right, so October's like a reset, a declutter, a preparing state, November, finalize my holiday shopping plan. I'm going to be making sure, I'm trying to do this a lot anyway, but cooking a lot from home, saving money on any kind of food. I don't want to be going out a lot in this time of the season. Summer was kind of like, some fun, some ice cream, blah, blah, blah. And then the holidays, we're going to have some, wonderfully rich, wonderful foods. But right now, I'm just trying to eat at home, not spend on going out, definitely not delivery, any of that kind of stuff. Free up some money for the holiday budget. I'm really going to reflect on gratitude in November. I try to do it all the time, but when you get into that mindset of, I have so much, I don't need to keep buying things. Also, I don't know how you guys feel, but my love language has shifted. I used to be a super gift giver. That's how I used to show my love. And that is not what I'm feeling anymore at all. I don't know if it's part of just having this channel, but it just doesn't sing to me the way it used to. I used to just always be wanting to find the perfect gift. And now I still like getting gifts though. So I think other people like getting gifts, but you have to kind of know who you're shopping for. I have some people in my life that if you gave them something, even if you found the perfect thing, that's not how they receive love. They don't want things. They want your time. They want, other ways, so it kind of depends who you're shopping for. But I want to wrap up any loose financial ends. Are there any subscriptions I need to cancel? Because the goal here is December, I want smooth sailing, okay? So November is going to be about being proactive and not reactive, right? I want to be doing my thing in November. December, I want to enjoy and reflect, and I don't want to be rushing around, and I don't want to be forced to do stuff that I don't want to do. Again, any of these topics we're talking about, I could dive a lot further into, but I'm just kind of giving you an overview of my plan. I want to stick to my plan, so no last minute spending. And sometimes, I don't know if you ever get to the end of if you shop too early and then you're like, did I get enough? And you especially for your kids, and you're like, do I need to buy more? Or whoever. My mom, I love shopping for my mom actually. I want to embrace frugal fun. I want cozy nights in. I want to attend community events and support our community of what's going on. It's a very together, wonderful time, and I want to be able to enjoy that. I don't want to be racing around, you guys. I don't want to race around. I don't want to hurry. I don't want to go to too many things. I want to really enjoy that month. and I'm thinking about it already. And then, of course, I'm going to be thinking about my word of the year for 2026. I'm going to be thinking about goals for 2026. And December is all about maintaining boundaries and reflecting with intention. And actually, it gets me really excited talking about it. I don't know about you guys, but I love the final quarter. I love it. All right. So everything I'm doing now is to hit the ground running in 2026 and feel excited and not like, I'll tell you what I don't want. I don't want holiday debt. No. I want a solid investment habit in motion. So now I've started doing this brokerage account. I want to continue to contribute to that. I want a clear plan for next year's savings goals. And most importantly, this helps get the momentum rolling, right? Hopefully this is helpful to you also because we're like making a plan and we're kind of brainstorming. You don't have to wait for January for the fresh start. Like start now. Start setting yourself up for the new year now. Don't wait and just be like, it's the end of the year, like, and just blow all your money at the end because it's, the end of the year. Don't do that. Okay. So here's some ideas. If you haven't already, I would open an investment account. If you never have done a Roth IRA, again, you can do that with Fidelity. If you like Fidelity, or again, you don't know, you can do some Googling and see the pros and cons, but I've been very happy. Make a Christmas budget if you celebrate Christmas and if you are going to be shopping for people. And then, start small and stay consistent and finish the year strong with these habits that you're creating. It's going to lead into like the best next year. Don't let debt pile up at the end. You've made it this far. By the way, so many of you are sharing with me that you're paying off your cars, you're paying off your house, you're paying off your credit cards. It's so exciting. Never stop sharing those with me in the comments. I'm always trying to make in big letters, celebratory things, and the streamers coming out because I'm so proud of you. Really, really good work, you guys. I've been loving reading your comments. And when you say like, I've been watching your channel this long, it's really helped. I mean, that just warms my heart to no end that I could even be a little part of your journey. So thank you for sharing and for coming back each week. All right, so let me know in the comments, what's one financial move you're gonna make before 2025 ends? Let me know in the comments. I wanna hear your plan. And then if you wanna talk more about planning, you wanna hear some more frugal tips, I'm gonna leave a video for you to watch here next. Thank you guys for being here. If you haven't hit subscribe, now's the perfect time. Just tap that subscribe button so you never miss a video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.